So, Angel Reese's double streak has ended in Unrivaled. I mean, yeah, it technically has ended. But nah, like, look, I get it. I watched, like, this is the title. It's going to give clicks onto this game. So, let's do an actual game breakdown of the Lunar Owls versus the Rose. Because the Rose, in fairness, like, they're not the greatest team in the world. They're not. Angel Reese was good today. She was good again. Like, had a 7. I'd say maybe she's had 2. I would say maybe 7 out of 10 games. Maybe you could argue 6 out of 10. But like, she wasn't too bad. And obviously, the best player on the floor today was Fee. Like, Fee had 25 in the first half. Fee ended with 31. Skylar Diggins has been really good. Alicia Gray was good. Skylar Diggins, well, she was good at the start of the game. For the Rose, every one of them kind of chipped in. Like, she was the lowest scorer on her team, not named Lexi Hull. And at this stage, free Lexi. Like, she genuinely does not play. Like, she played about 90 seconds, it seemed. She took a shot, played decent defense, and then does not get on. And I get it. Look, she's no Brittany Sykes. Brittany Sykes is a better player. And in fairness to Azare is playing well. I'm actually surprised, to be honest, at how well Azare is playing. Because I thought Azare was going to be the real weak link. And I do think that she was a bit of a weak link for the team, but on the defensive end. But offensively, she's been doing really well. Because, like, as much as, like, Nafisa Collier absolutely killed them, it would be one thing if Nafisa Collier was getting every single bucket on Angel. And in her defense, she didn't. Nafisa Collier got most of her buckets in the couple of minutes towards the end of that second quarter when Azare Stevens was guarding her. And she just, look, Azare Stevens is not guarding Nafisa Collier. She's just not doing that. And yeah, let's talk a little bit about how Angel Reese played. I was really impressed by how she played today. I thought watching the game, like, there's stuff you're not going to see in the highlights that I really liked. I liked the fact that outside of, like, Stewie, and to be fair, I'm not even going to talk about the Phantom. Like, what Satu did was embarrassingly bad. Actually, no, I will talk about them. That was an embarrassingly bad game. Like, as bad, like, Satu was so bad that it made Katie Lou, at her worst, not even look that bad. Like, Katie Lou was horrific, but you know what? She was no worse than Satu. But, yeah, for Angel, one of the things that, like, Stewie's been doing it and Fee's been doing it, it's so much of an advantage when you're big, can get the rebound and push the floor. And she tried to do that way more today. Look, is she this playmaking guard? No. Does she really have that many guard skills? No. But it's like, it's all about improving day by day, realistically. And I do think with Angel Reese that she's a player that's going to get better with reps. Like, she's still making a lot of mistakes, but they're good mistakes to make. Like, this is Unrivaled. At the end of the day, it's not the end of the world if you win or lose in week 1. But you can make good mistakes by being aggressive. Like, she was a lot more aggressive. In her seals, she was incredibly aggressive in her seals. She was willing to take the mid-range shot. She hit another, like, dribble down sidestep 3 when the other team didn't respect her, which was nice. And her finishing, she got blocked a couple of times. And down the stretch, she missed a big free throw that kind of iced the game. She missed a free throw. This is like a 3 possession in a row thing that lost it for them. Angel missed the free throw, then Skylar Diggins came down, hit a 3, and then the next possession, Chelsea Gray just threw it behind the back pass to nobody. Like, no one was anywhere near. She just randomly decided she wanted to fire the ball behind her back into space, and the ball got stolen, they went down and scored, and it's just game over. So, like, yeah, Chelsea Gray's success rate on behind the back passes is like under 50%, as she goes for them a lot. But let's take a look at some of the highlights. And again, the thing is, what I was most impressed with in this game isn't in the highlights, because I thought her ceiling and her ability to her switchability was pretty good. And I thought the way she was pushing the ball off rebounds was pretty good. Like, again, look, she's not a point guard. Like, I mean, yeah, maybe she could have played point guard at the high school level. Like, she's not going to be able to push the floor at the WNBA level. With the extra space, why not give it a go? Like, why not give it a go? So, in the game, like, nice pick and roll play to start the game, which is nice to see. She ended up taking Fee off the dribble, which is a nice one there. And then Fee kind of stepped back. She goes and hits that mid-range, and she's shooting the mid-range with confidence, which is good as well. Like, she's missing a couple of them, but she's shooting them with confidence. She's like this play right here. I hate the fact that they only like showed a little bit of this play. Like, this play, she took the ball up initially, got the ball, I think either to Sykes or Gray, whoever it was, and then ran the pick and roll, popped to kind of the short roll, took one dribble, and then hit Cat Copper on a cut. So I'm like, the highlights don't show the good thing. The actual like good thing that Angel Reese really did on that play, because it looks just like she passed the ball to Cat Copper. But all in all, I thought her defense on Fee was okay. Nice. It's a nice move. Like, she's moving faster. You cannot say that Angel Reese is not moving faster. Like, she was not doing this in the WNBA season. Like what she does to Shakira Austin right here. Like, that her footwork is improving. The right hand layup is still in a bit of a weird position. She gets blocked on most right hand layups. Like, she missed, got her own rebound and put that one in. And then, I mean, that's just a basketball play in 3-on-3. Like, I wouldn't call that a highlight. But I do think it was a good performance again from Angel Reese. If I was a Sky fan, I would be very excited because she's showing that ability to play a little bit away from the basket. If you're one of those fans that think Angel Reese is going to average 13 rebounds per game her whole career, like, the better Angel Reese gets, the less rebounds she's going to average, because it's not like she's the best offensive rebounder, but when she gets better, the offensive rebounds stop. And even without offensive rebounds, look, she's still probably going to be, I reckon next season, her numbers are going to look worse, but she's going to be better. That is still always been my standpoint for this season. For next season, is that Cardoso, I think her numbers are going to go up. But I think Reese is going to shoot probably, instead of 40, maybe 45% from the field, I think instead of being 20% from outside of 5 feet, she's probably going to be in the 30s. Like, she's still not a good shooter by any means, but she's pulling with confidence. And like, if you shoot with confidence, you can make mid-range shots. Anyone can. And she's shooting with a lot more confidence this season than last season, or well, unrivaled than she did last season. As well as that, her footwork is the big thing. Like, the biggest improvement she's made. She still shot puts layups a little bit, regardless of the jump shot, because like, she was a good free throw shooter anyway. So like, the mid-range thing was just awkward, her shot last year. But her footwork, her post footwork, is really good. She's moving faster. She's moving more fluidly, and she kind of looks like she's no longer, as Lisa Leslie would say, going to the boom boom room. She's no longer like last season. Literally, her game last year was bang, bang, throw the ball as hard as you can off the backboard and hope it goes in. If not, I'm catching my rebound. I'm doing the same again. Like, there is at least drop steps now. Like, her ceiling was always there. Like, by the way, her ceiling was there. If you can watch videos of me breaking down her when she had, I think, was it 20 or something on like 80% shooting against Connecticut Sun, I'm like, she is the best sealer in the W. If you have a point guard, we'll just hit her on seals. She'll get 10 points off that. But obviously with Cardoso, I do think Tyler Marsh is going to pull her a little bit away from the basket this year. And I think that with that, what she's doing now in Unrivaled is going to stand to her. Maybe not next year, but it's going to stand to her in 2027, 2028, 2029. Because at the end of the day, like, look, the argument isn't, like, the dumb rookie of the year argument's over. There was never an argument which of these two players were better. But now we can at least start to look at Angel Reese as her own player, which is, she's a good player. Because she does all the intangible things really well. The problem was last year, I don't think she did one tangible thing well. Like, her anticipation is good. Her ability to guard bigs on the perimeter was good. Her rebounding obviously was good. Her ability to get in lanes were good. She just has like a kind of nose for the ball. Like, her intangibles were there. And now we're starting to see some tangible improvements in her game. And look, it is 5 years' time. If this year she comes in with a mediocre mid-range shot and post footwork, if that is what she can come into the next WNBA season with, which we're already seeing a little bit of in Unrivaled, if we can see that consistently, that is a great improvement off-season on off-season. And they're the type of improvements that keep Angel Reese in those all-star conversations, in those maybe fringe all-W conversations next season. But anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys.